Welcome back to another video interview at Global Railway Review. I'm Elliot Robinson, editorial assistant, and I'm happy to be joined by Mindaugas Skunčikas, head of business development at LTG Cargo. First of all, I want to thank you for taking the time with me today.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time as well.
So of course we're here to talk about the new intermodal connection in Poland that LTG Cargo recently launched, which our readers and of course our viewers will be interested to hear more about. So to start with, can you give us a general overview of the new freight corridor?
So the new connection started between Lithuania and Poland a month ago from Slavkov terminal, which is in south of Poland, and it's arriving to Kaunas, our terminal in Lithuania. This is a unique and first regular connection between those two countries. 740 kilometers distance could be reachable by different mode of the transportation, which can be put it on the railway. So it's from small containers to big ones, to long and etc. Last month we had several test trains with our brand new 45 high-cube pallet-wide container units, which we are very proud of, and now we are starting regular connections 2 times per week from Slavkov and 2 times per week from Kaunas. So it's a total 4 round trips per week, which can fulfill the requirements of the clients that they need. I would like to mention also that this train is operated by our subsidiary company in Poland, LTG Cargo Polska. It was open 2021, and now we are already a strong intermodal service provider in local area, and especially in the connection between Lithuania and Poland.
So tell us how important this new freight corridor is to LTG Cargo, and why now is the right time to launch it.
It's very important because it's part of our long-term strategy and diversification plan for LTG Cargo towards Western Europe countries by rail. It's good because it's our second regular connection on 1435 standard European gauge. The first one started a year and then a little bit more ago from Germany, Duisburg terminal. So together with our partners, we, LTG, 2 branches, Lithuanian one and Polish one, created sustainable and suitable service for our road carriers because we can accept both non-craneable and craneable units to our 4 times per week train, Kaunas, Duisburg, Kaunas, and vice versa. And also on top of that, last year we added possibility to reach Italy from Kaunas via our connection in Duisburg. It's not the regular one, but upon the requests we are doing this, and we are fulfilling the requirements of the clients.
I think you've already sort of touched on this, but can you talk a bit more about the benefits that this new corridor offers LTG Cargo?
First of all, we are focusing and we are deep in the analysis of so what the client needs from us. For us, it's probably the diversification of our service portfolio to create as much services as we can to the Western Europe countries. Then it's very important that we can accept less than full train orders for a regular train. So theoretically, if you are our client and you have just 1 container to Poland or in the connection of Poland via Slavkov, you are very highly welcome to the train and to use the service. Also, we are offering quite the range of the containers from 20-foot to 45-foot units, as I mentioned before. And it's very convenient and suitable to have existing connections from Kaunas to Slavkov, further to Ukraine, to Slovenian port Koper, to North Africa via port of Koper, and as well Italy. In the future, we have planned to connect this with middle corridor. So we can connect Kazakhstan through this connection. Of course, everybody knows in the market that we have the market itself on that stretch, they have some limitations. So it's a long-term process and long-term project. With this train, actually, we can carry up to 44 and then sometimes more standard containers, which can save 44 trucks on the road. So it's also a part of sustainability goals to the country and to the company as well.
Great. So can you talk a little bit about the goals or expectations that you have for this new corridor?
Mhm. Goals and expectations are very ambitious. During this short time of 1 year, with a limited infrastructure in all the let's say all the following countries, we created 2 sustainable products, and we are happy to strengthen them still this year and making long-term process to develop them further. And our long-term goals consist of first of all sustainability, not just the reduction of CO2 emission, but to see this as a very wide thing how to fulfill the sustainability goals. So first of all, safety, reduction of trucks on the road, and this is the core process we're going to, and we expect to grow this upcoming years. We're also thinking about the additional things that could fulfill the client needs on this route from Slavkov to Kaunas.
So can you talk a bit more about how the new corridor will help LTG Cargo's westward diversification?
Yes, so it's one of our strategic direction to Western Europe. As I mentioned, the first one started last year to Duisburg, and it's existing right now, running successfully line. Second one is Slavkov, the first connection between those 2 countries. So these destinations will let us to connect with the rest of Western Europe. Our goal is to have sustainable short distances between Lithuania and Poland, and further for the client to reach the existing destinations further to different countries in EU.
What are the sort of advantages of diversification and expansion for LTG Cargo?
So the biggest advantage, if we can speak globally, is to boost intermodality in Lithuania or in Baltic area. And for us, it's the goal is to be the pioneering company who can reshape the intermodal connections in Baltics, because still Rail Baltica is being built, and it will be connected all 3 countries. But nevertheless, we would like to create the solutions nowadays in order to reach the and fulfill the needs of the end clients. So the goal is to connect Lithuania through the intermodal corridors and routes, and fulfill the sustainability goals for first of all for the clients, for the shippers, consignees, manufacturers. So it contains of CO2 and safety on the road questions. And with these goals, we will achieve the diversification of our service portfolio. We understand that it takes not days, but a little bit more to create and to have full integration of 1435 to European railway sector, and railway, of course, business independence.
Great. Well, that's all very interesting stuff that you mentioned. I want to thank you again for taking the time with me today. We really appreciate it.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Elliot.
Yes.
My pleasure.